Hello, this is Anthony Santa on behalf of myrecordinginternship.com here with another masterclass. I'm going to show you how to sidechain and what exactly that does. It gives you that pumping feel that we want to get, and we want to get that pumping sidechain in certain songs, and we could use it as effects in some songs, or we could use it as a actual a background chorus part with the chords. And right now we're just using it on a simple beat, and just a bass line is going to be sidechained. I'll show you what it sounds like at the end, and then we're going to get there. So that bass line that's coming up in between the bass drums and is actually being sidechained to the bass drum. Instead of explaining it, I'm just going to show it to you. So I'm going to erase all this stuff and we're going to do it together. So I'll get rid of my compressor and I will get rid of my secondary track. Yes, get rid of it. Okay, so we're trying to, this chord dupe track is our bass. And you can see right now there's no pumping to it, there's nothing exciting about it, it's just straight. Alright, so now we want to do something where it does pump at us and it gets pretty exciting. First thing we need to do is we need to key off of something. We need to key off of a bass drum. But what you want to do with the bass drum that you key off of is give it its own track. Don't rely on the bass drum you're using in the song, just in case you do something where you want to add a second bass drum or something like that after a hit. You're going to mess up all of your side chaining. So let's make a duplicate of the kick here. So duplicate. 1. Okay, very important. Let's just send this out to no output because we don't want to hear this. We're just going to use it for sidechaining, and we're just sidechaining the whole chorus. So I'm going to copy from the first kick on these quarter notes. As you can see, I'm in a quarter note grid while I copy. I'll paste it down here, and I'll duplicate it across until we're done with our chord dupe track. That's it. Command D will duplicate that across for you. So now we have this set up for the sidechain. Now we have to set up our compressor, which will do the sidechaining in our chord dupe track under our expand track for right now. So go to your multi-channel dynamics and go to your dynamic 3 compressor. Now my favorite preset to go to before I start adjusting to the sidechain is kick thump. So start with that. It really works very well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the sidechain key. There's a key sign right there. Just click on that and you're on the sidechain key. And now we're going to actually plug in to here through this key. So this is the input and it's going to be bus, we'll use bus 1. So now what we're going to do is take our kick dupe track, go to our sends, go to bus, and go to bus 1. So we're going to send this out bus 1. We're never going to hear it through this because there's no output going to the speakers, but it is going to go to bus 1. And let's put this right to 0. You can option click it or drag it up to 0, whatever you'd like to do. Now, the first thing that we have going on here is we'll listen back and we'll see that it's not really doing that thumping thing that we want right away. All right, because it doesn't have a low enough threshold to really give us that thump. So I'm going to take this threshold down like crazy. Not bad. Now we're pretty close here, but if you're listening in close, you could hear that it's coming in a little too fast. And in order to change that, you want to adjust this release right here. So bring that up a bit and take another listen. Still slightly fast. I'll bring it up a little bit more. That's feeling pretty good to me. So this is a very basic sidechain, and we could use it in the future on pretty fun advanced techniques, but this is how you do it and start plugging it into your songs. It's really cool if you could do this on a pre-chorus somewhere, and especially if you're doing something like this, it has kind of a hip-hop feel. They want to drop that trap style snare drum thing going on there. Just to keep everything together, you might want to have bass drums all on 4 on the floor and sidechain the bass so that you have a pattern going on, this walking pattern, bass drum bass over and over again. A good use of the sidechain, and you'll find a lot of other uses for it. So thanks for being with me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one.